This is another dimension, Chris tells me. It's like games of hell with thousands of lifeless corpses wandering around, as if they had somewhere to go but never got there. Their souls follow them like shadows. We look all around us. It looks like a giant island in the middle of blackness. Nothing other than the island. This place was a void. I didn't know what happened if we fell off. Would we fall forever? Chris tells me to stay calm. He didn't want another Colby on his hands, and we needed to work together if we had any hope of surviving this game. We look all around the island for him, and he suddenly appears. He says,
"Welcome to the grand finale. It's been a long time coming, huh, Chris? This might look like the first or second games of hell, but I assure you, this is completely different. The stakes have never been higher, literally. If you can survive the island, the hallway, then kill me."
just like that, he vanished. This person, be it the demon or the bus driver, he wasn't like a god to us anymore. We knew him, and we knew where he came from. Chris and I were not going to give up. We looked down at our hands, and each of us had a scar. Those lifeless corpses that just roamed, they turned blood red, and they started charging at us as if they were zombies. We shot them with the scars. With each soul destroyed, they let out a terrible scream, as if all these souls were previous victims of this horrible monster. We noticed each soul we killed gave us the bone materials needed to build, much like in the third games of hell. We built a ramp as if we were going closer and closer to where our souls were being held. The red soul-like zombies chased us up the ramp. Chris built higher and higher as I shot the horde down. Chris tells me he ran out of materials to build. Just like that, we were suspended hundreds of feet into the air. The horde was getting to be too much for me alone, so I couldn't use my materials to build. We finally pushed them back. Chris and I both have plenty of materials now from the horde. We build as fast as we can up to the prison. The souls turned from shadows into reflections of ourselves, how we looked, and we were so close to finishing this. Then the bus driver appears and he switches dimensions. It looks more like Fortnite from the third games of hell. The mountain with the bodies is back. I look at Chris and he has his old body back. He tells me I have my old body back as well.
"So, you retrieved your souls, and you are out of hell. But I am the guardian at the gate. To return to the world of the living, you must kill me."
The demon, the bus driver, comes at us so fast as if he's a missile. He isn't using any normal weapons from Fortnite. He's using a sword as if it was from Save the World. Chris and I build to avoid the series of attacks. We shoot at him. Over and over, we shoot at him. I told Chris if he has a shield, then that must mean chests and other loot can be found in this world. Chris agrees. We decide that we would retreat into a more closed area to make the bus driver think that we're giving up. I find a chest and it has something called a soul sucker. It looked like a boogie bomb. I thought maybe it would do similar effects. Chris starts building a huge ramp. The demon roars and is charging at him as if he's going to jump up that high to Chris. Chris jumps down and gets right next to him. As the demon is about to take a blade to Chris's face, I throw the shield sucker. It takes away the demon's ability to move and it traps him. It drains his shield. He screams in pain, much like his victims. We take the chance. We both unload on him with our scars. He lets out one more roar, and like that, he imploded. When that happened, we were both greeted with seeing his memories. of all the victims he took thousands of them. After the vision, we look around us. The demon is nowhere to be found. All the souls were purged. A portal opens. It's home. Chris and I say our goodbyes. Chris tells me this was the first game he truly won, and that he's sure we'd keep in touch. We step into the portal and into a new light. A few weeks pass, and I receive a phone call. It was Chris. He heard news of a person, and he needed our help. His friend went AFK, and he needs to get him back.